Today we're going to save more than 200 euros on a remote control for our boat's autopilot. You may have heard me say this before on another occasion, but today we'll focus on Simrad and B&G autopilots because I don't understand how it's possible for them to charge more than 200 euros for a remote control for those autopilots. Wired.
B&G? Those are the money people, aren't they?
Those are the good ones. I'm sure they don't like us. Greetings sailors and welcome to a new episode of The Low Cost Sailor. In today's episode we will talk about how to build a wireless remote control for our boat's autopilot. This episode is dedicated to those of you who have older autopilots from Simrad, B&G or Robertson. We are going to see how we can do it ourselves for under 20 euros and how easy it can be just by accessing the documentation they normally try to keep hidden from us. And we will try to understand how they can try to charge us more than 200 euros for this very same thing from the official Wired brand. And even worse, I'd say. And best of all, and what Carlos is going to like the most, this episode is going to be very short. So please stay with me all the way until the very end, because at the end I actually even cry. Come on. Those of you who follow us will remember that we already did an episode on how to build our own remote control for Raymarine autopilots for less than 40 euros, with instructions for the entire process so that you could do it the same way I did. Because that episode, like most episodes on the channel, came out of a personal need. I didn't have one and I wanted it.
You didn't have it, but you wanted it. But you wanted it cheap.
Well, I didn't have it. I really truly wanted it, and I definitely wasn't planning to spend 600 euros on a remote. In the end, having a wireless remote control for my boat that would let me move around freely on board and still keep controlling it during maneuvers, or simply enjoy the simple pleasure of steering from the bow seemed entirely reasonable to me, just not at that sort of price point. We showed you how to do it, and given the flood of requests, we started selling various kits in our online store to make it easier for you to do it yourself, or to have everything already assembled and easy to install, and I will not deny it, it was a success. By far it is the best-selling product in our store. Well, although now those motorcycle displays are too. But those of you who had autopilots from other brands kept insisting that if it did not work for Simrad autopilots, which it does not, could we make one for those autopilots? In the end, and at the insistence of a few people, I took a look at it. It seemed so simple to build that I decided to make it and sell it in our online store. Because a large number of autopilots from the Simrad, Robertson, and B&G brands had a connector for a wired remote called R3000X, and this connector makes it super easy to build your own controller. But I do not like to break the philosophy of the channel, and I do not want to sell things without offering you the chance to show you how to do it yourselves. We are not one of the big brands, and we do not want to keep secrets, even if that means someone else might copy it, sell it, and do their own thing with it. We are the low-cost sailor.
At this rate, we will never become the high-spend sailor.
We are going to stay at low-cost sailor. Always poor, but poor with principles. It is so simple and so inexpensive that all you'll need is a 4-relay box, which costs under 6 euros on AliExpress, 4 diodes, and an RF remote with at least 3 buttons. We'll use the ruggedized 4-button remote that I have right here, together with a short length of 5-wire cable. That's it, it's that simple. And how does all of this work? Well, these autopilots have a connector with 4 connections labeled STBD, port, and GND, where you can connect the 3-button remote with the RX cable, which, by the way, they no longer sell new anywhere, or at least I haven't been able to find it, but second-hand they sell it for more than 200 euros. The control allows you to move the boat's wheel when it is in standby mode and when the pilot is in auto mode to increase the heading by 1 degree in either direction to port or starboard. At the very same time, the 3rd button allows you to switch between standby mode and auto mode. All 3 buttons connect to that connector with a wiring diagram that's as simple as the one you're about to see. Basically, the left button closes the contact between GND and port. The right button closes the contact between STBD and GND, and the mode button is equivalent to pressing the other 2 buttons at the same time. That is, it closes both contacts simultaneously. This makes it very easy to replace it with a simple relay box just like we did, and we're going to show you with only the relay box you can already make everything work. Connect one of the relays between the STBD and the GND connection and another between the GND and the port connection. Connect the COM terminal of each relay to GND and connect the NO terminal of each one to the corresponding terminal, STBD or port. We can power the relay box using the very same power supply as our autopilot, as long as it is running on 12 volts. And that's it. To pair the remote with the little box and make it work in momentary mode, that is, the contact stays closed while we are pressing the button and then opens again when we release it, you just need to press the button on the little box once and then press one of the buttons on our remote once. And that's it, you'll have everything working. The only thing is that switching between modes can be a bit awkward because you have to press both buttons at the same time and you might not always get it right. It isn't easy. That's why, and because almost all remotes come with 4 buttons, I decided for ours to move that function, the one for switching modes, to the other 2 buttons. This is something you can also do easily with 4 diodes. The idea is that either of the other buttons will close both connected relays at the same time. By soldering 4 diodes, exactly as shown in this diagram, you can achieve this result by letting the other 2 buttons power not only their own relay, but also both of the main relays simultaneously. And that's it! You now have a wireless replica of the Simrad RX that will let you control your boat from just about anywhere. And even, as you've seen in another one of our episodes, with a very inexpensive Wi-Fi to radio frequency adapter, you'll be able to do it from your phone, a voice-enabled watch, or from virtually anywhere in the world. Well, you can already see that it is very simple, and we could have decided to try to keep the secret of how to build it and then sell it in our online store for a lot of money and be, well, like the big boating brands. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. Maybe we don't know how to make money with this. And I'm used to being paid for my work, for working. Well, for everyone who would like to have it already done, we sell you this same thing already assembled in our online store for 65 euros with our ruggedized remote control. We also add an on-off button to prevent the buttons from being pressed accidentally, and a nice lanyard like this so you can wear it hanging, and also personalized like this from the low-cost sailor.
The trendy lanyard.
The trendy lanyard, come on, every sailor should wear one. If you want it made, you can ask us for it, and if not, you can see how easy it is to make it yourselves. If you are very, very grateful, then you already know you can help us in 1,000 different ways. Through PayPal, by becoming patrons of our channel, by buying or donating something in our online store, or if every time you are going to shop on AliExpress or Amazon, you first go to our online store and click on the side links where you can access Amazon or AliExpress, you are helping us keep coming up with things and keep contributing to this. And besides, it will not cost you anything. We just receive a small commission and everyone is happy.
One comes from home already having cried.
Yeah, but did I say I'd cry?
In this episode, you come already having cried.
Thank you very much for your attention, sailors. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also click the bell to receive notifications. You'll find all the links to all the materials used to make this video both in the video description and on our website, www.thelowcostsailor.com. We are very grateful to our main sponsor this year, Smart Sales, for the wonderful sales they have made for us. And of course, with special affection to our Patreons who will now appear on the screen and who support us month after month so that we can keep making these wonderful videos, or sometimes even better ones. In any case, we will see you in a couple of weeks in a new video of the Low-Cost Sailor.
Raymarine already hated us. Wasn't that enough? Now Raymarine, Simrad, B&G and Robertson are going to hate us.
Please let us not exaggerate. Let us not exaggerate, because I believe Simrad bought Robinson and B&G bought Simrad. Actually, it is just another one that hates us, only much bigger.